Hey everyone, I hope you're all doing well and staying safe. Welcome back to my channel. Well, as you can see from today's video title, yes, I will be discussing my Pochette Métis and the fact that how it's being stolen. So, I did post on my Instagram. If you are following me there, then you probably did see my post that I was thinking of selling the bag and replacing it. So I'll link my Instagram handle down below, so in case any of you that are not following me can stay up to date with all my latest purchases and my uploads. Anyway, I had uploaded that I was parting ways with the bag and that I had a replacement in mind, which I had been debating over for the last few months. So anyway, a couple of weeks ago, I was very lucky to have had, sold the bag for a good price. I basically did recover whatever I had bought it for, and I did buy it like 3 years ago, so the price was still decent at the time, and I was pretty happy that I was getting back whatever I had paid. So I did sell it over the Facebook groups, and luckily within 48 hours the bag got sold. It was in excellent condition, as you guys have seen in my photos. Plus I included my Samorga organizers, so literally that was a great deal. So the lady had she sent me the funds, and by the way, let me just clarify this: she had nothing to do with stealing the bag, so she was a good one here. I don't want everybody to think that she's the one that stole it. But so she did forward the funds within 24 hours, and I used PayPal so that everything is secure for her, for me, etc. And yeah, so I waited for a couple of days because there were no boxes available in Singapore to send off the DHL. So on a following Monday, I sent her the DHL. She sent me her address, etc., everything. Now, while I was plugging in the address, I believe one of the digits just got misprinted, and so basically the bag got delivered to her neighbors. So this was literally like 5 to 7 houses away from where she was living. And when the bag got delivered, she messaged me saying that the tracking shows that the bag's being delivered, but I don't have it because I already have another bag which was supposed to come in, and that's with me. So that kind of had me worried that why there was an address issue or whatever it is. I called DHL. They said that's not a problem. We'll have it retrieved as these things happen, and we'll have it sent to her straight away. So I updated her and I told her that yes, this is what's happening. I was really glad that DHL was assisting me. They were helping me with the whole process, and they said I shouldn't worry, these things happen. Often people are given the delivery by the wrong receiver. The wrong receiver goes down to the right receiver and hands over the delivery, or the DHL will always recover it. So apparently there are 3 attempts for DHL to go back and for them to retrieve the package that's being given to the wrong address. And so they were really they were pretty active on it. They kept me updated. First attempt, second attempt, third attempt. So what worried me was when on the third attempt that nobody opened the door at this wrong residence. And DHL even slipped like their visiting cards asking them to call DHL to, telling them that I'm sorry, this is not yours. It belongs to the person who lives like 5-6 houses away from you. So please kindly return it as we need to make a delivery to her. And from my experience, this has happened. It's happened with me. I get wrong deliveries and I will either give it back, or I will inform DHL that this person doesn't live here, this person lives there. Yes, you've got the right place, but you've got the wrong name. So this is not mine. And I think that's mostly how it works. That's from per DHL's experience as well. So that kind of then triggered me that okay, they're not opening the door, they're not even calling back. So this girl who bought the bag from me, she was kind enough to go to the residence herself, and she said my husband and I both went twice, 2 to 3 times, and surprisingly nobody opened the door. So this is already like 5 attempts, right? And nobody opens the door. And DHL then got a little worried as well. They were like, it's kind of surprising that so many times somebody's gone down and there's been absolutely no answer, so let's try different hours. So they started going after 6 p.m. just to make sure that if somebody were at work, they would be back by then. And 2 more attempts after 6 o'clock and after 8 o'clock, and nobody opens the door. So from what this girl or this lady tells me is that there are people living there. It's not that there isn't, but surprisingly, they just won't open the door. And what worries me is that if somebody's not there, so somebody's taken the parcel from outside the door, or secondly, they are not willing to give it back. They know that it's DHL, they know it's not theirs, and they just don't want to give it back. And I have never gone through such a situation. I understand the US is not doing signatures right now because of COVID. And I have, sold bags in the past, and there has never been a problem. I was so unfortunate with this misprint of the numbers also, and I didn't take that as a worry because I do know that DHL retrieves these packages and it hands it over to the right place. A lot of time the right receiver walks up, like in this case, this lady who I sold it to did. She and her husband apparently went up to the wrong place 2 times. But it's really worrying, and it's really sad to know that if somebody has kept it, they know it doesn't belong to them. And it really, really annoys me, the fact that they know it's somebody else's hard-earned money and it is not their property, and that they should be returning it. There were very clear instructions by DHL given to them like 4 times that, on a card saying that please call us, this is not yours. And the person who's looking for it is really concerned. And I would really think that there's some good people out there who would just return it, or give it to the right person, but just not sit on it. Anyway, I'm still in touch with DHL. We're trying to get the claim done on this, and seems like it's going to be a long process. But if any of you have any advice as to how maybe I can get some help, because I'm all the way in Singapore and I sold this bag in the US, so the distance is crazy, plus the time difference is crazy. I'd appreciate any kind of help, any kind of tips. I don't want to, get into whatever happened. I just want to solve this now. I really want to get my bag back. I don't care if it doesn't even get sold. Like, I just want it back now. I'm just going to treasure it now if I do get it back. So, I really wanted to put this out there. I've been so upset about this. It's just not fair, for people to keep things that just don't belong to them. Have the decency to return things that are not yours. But yeah, like I said, if any of you can give me any advice as to how maybe I can go about this, I'd really appreciate it. But thank you so much for watching. I had some eye candy lined out here so you guys could see while I ramble about my backstory. But yes, thank you so much for watching, and like I said, please, any comments, any advice would definitely help. And thank you so much. I'll see you in my next one. Bye guys.